one of the visitors our cameras caught at St. Peter's Basilica was this nun from an order known as the Little Sisters of Jesus. She was crying near the Pope. They had been friends apparently for decades. Our senior correspondent Norah O'Donnell spoke with one of the other nuns from that very same order. Take a listen.
Were you able to say your final goodbyes to Pope Francis?
I was. It struck me because I saw him there, and I realized, though, that he's not there. I think we all feel a little lost, because when you love someone that you lose, you feel lost, you know? And I know that he's praying for us.
Norah O'Donnell has led our coverage all week from Rome, and she joins us once again now. Norah, good morning to you. Another one of those interviews, I think, that has so much significance to it. You can see the emotion in the people you're speaking with. And in this case, I think it raises the question a lot of people have been wondering, which is what overall was the view of Francis toward women in the church?
Good morning, Tony. Well, you know, actually days before his death, the Holy Father said, when women are in charge, things work. And he did elevate about a dozen women to top roles at the Vatican. That was new. But, you know, notably in our interview with him last year, he ruled out the idea of women becoming ordained as priests or deacons. We met a couple from Miami yesterday at the Basilica of St. Mary Major. That's where the Pope's going to be buried. His name is Jim Wilhelm, and he got really emotional as I was talking to him. And he said, women are the backbone of the Catholic Church. Jim said, without women, our church would not survive. And I think Pope Francis would agree with that. And that's why he was close with many nuns.
And Norah, as the final hours of viewing come to a close, what can we expect to see tomorrow at the funeral?
Well, just an update. They have already told the crowds here that they are going to shut down St. Peter's Basilica at 5 o'clock tonight. That's a little bit earlier because they want to get ready for this ancient ritual of sealing the coffin. That will be done by Cardinal Kevin Farrell. He is the Camerlengo of the Roman Catholic Church. And that, of course, is ahead of the papal funeral on Saturday morning. The funeral mass begins at 4 a.m. Eastern time right here on CBS. Attending will be 130 foreign delegations, including 50 heads of state and 10 monarchs. That includes President Trump and former President Biden. The Mass will be about 2.5 hours long and mostly in Latin. It's going to be led by this man, Cardinal Ray. He is the Dean of the College of Cardinals. Then we will see this procession. This is totally new to the Basilica of St. Mary Major, where the Vatican says a group of the poor and needy will be waiting outside to say a final farewell. I think fitting, Tony, given that Pope Francis dedicated most of his papacy to the marginalized and the poor.
Absolutely, Norah. Thank you once again. And a note to our viewers, Norah and our CBS News team will bring you the funeral of Pope Francis. That'll be tomorrow in a CBS News special report, coverage beginning at 4 a.m. Eastern, 1 a.m. Pacific here on CBS and streaming on CBS News 24/7 and, of course, on Paramount+.